Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And a little dangerous there. Almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Ready? 180. Yeah, Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back. Check 43. Ready?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 16-yard line. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He don't want it. Mike 56. Mike 56. He's tired of you. Gun. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the... Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got Smith here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. After the run, Newton going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Watch the whip. 49, check 49, check. Shit. Gun. 36. Switch it. Green. Switch it. Check 9. 61.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the run. They're running it.
From the 24, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Ready? Mike, 58, right there. Watch 80. Watch the eye. 81. Kill. Here we go. Look at him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill? And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How did you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hurry. Regular.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They go play action. Mayfield. He finds Roberts, complete. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 6, right there, 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, foxtrot. Run.
Mayfield to throw it. Newton's got it, complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give, running right is Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. He's checking crack. Opposite.
Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's not going to get me. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there from McCaffrey. 63 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Gun.
Here's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that your youth...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right there.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Panthers 37-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by Jackson. A gain of 37.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
We ain't giving them nothing today. Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Mike 54. Hurry. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's right. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
28. Hey.
On 1st down, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Throwing is Newton. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Play fake. Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 59. Smooth. Check, 59.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
180. 54. Alert. One touch. Check 25. One touch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
One touch.
Mayfield on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Right here. Real. Mike 5'9". Hey, Zoo. Mike, check. 59. Pistol. Hurry. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 6th. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Panthers, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.